Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Gabe, and we are going to basically do a quick little recap on Daredevil because it looks like Daredevil Born Again is dropping today. So, without further ado, I found a video, a little quick little 15 minutes. Daredevil recap, get caught up before you're born again. I low-key fought with the title, but if you're new, you know what to do. Like the video, sub up, and yeah. How excited are you if you're Daredevil Born Again? I'm very excited. Make sure you sub up, have the notification bell turned on because we are going to be reacting weekly to Daredevil Born Again on Disney+.
It has been 7 years since Daredevil's third and final.
7 years? I just paused it after 1 second. That's kind of crazy. It actually has been crazy. Daredevil is the best superhero show to ever drop. Ever. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nothing is beating it. Not even close. It is the best superhero. Well, he's not a superhero, obviously, but hero show to ever drop. It's been 7 years since season 3.
Final season wrapped up on
Wow.
Netflix, but The Man Without Fear is finally
using
back
cameos,
in his own
yeah.
series again in Disney Plus's Daredevil Born Again.
Oh
and
my
he's not
God.
alone, with plenty of familiar faces like Foggy Nelson, Karen Page, Kingpin, and
Hey,
even the Punisher.
all the goats are
back as
coming
well,
back.
which means there's a lot of characters and a lot of history you might need a refresher on. Beyond
What was that?
recalling the fact that Daredevil is great at fighting in hallways.
Oh my god, bro. You know it was going to be crazy if Daredevil walked into a hallway and it was like a one-shot.
So, before Matt
Oh yeah, he had a good hallway scene in Thing Shield
is
too.
born again on March 4th. Here's everything you need to know about Daredevil,
Man,
his friends
I'm excited.
and enemies so far.
I'm excited.
As a child, Matt Murdock bravely saved an elderly man from being hit by a truck, only to be blinded
Oh,
by
yeah.
spilled toxic material in the accident. However, he soon discovered all his other senses were now heightened to a remarkable degree.
I low-key thought he was actually born blind, but he wasn't.
And after his father, small-time boxer Battlin' Jack Murdock, was killed by mobsters for failing
Wow.
to take a fall, Matt was motivated to continue to hone his own fighting skills, and was briefly taught by the mysterious Stick,
Stick.
a skilled and determined warrior who was also blind. Matt grew up to become
is
a
crazy,
New York
though.
City lawyer who moonlights as the so-called Devil of Hell's Kitchen, aka Daredevil, a masked vigilante who steps in when the law can't or won't.
Such a
At
good
first,
show,
Matt
man.
wore a simple black costume and mask, but eventually upgraded to protective body armor and a multifunction trick billy club designed by the gifted but troubled Melvin Potter. Matt and his best friend since college, Foggy Nelson,
Foggy.
opened their own law practice,
Karen?
Nelson and Murdoch, and ended up hiring one of their first clients, Karen Page, as their one and only employee, with the three quickly forming a close bond. However, after Foggy found out Matt's
Oh,
secret
bruh.
identity, it began to
Yeah.
put a strain on both their friendship and
That was
partnership.
bad.
Though he's battled various thugs and ninjas, just so many ninjas, Daredevil's primary and most persistent enemy has
Oh
been
my god, Wilson
Fisk.
Fisk. Wilson Fisk returning as the villain. Thank you, God. This man,
Once a meek
This man's
boy,
goated.
Fisk's inner rage first manifested when he used a hammer to kill his abusive father.
Oh,
when he
shit.
was 12
Oh, yeah, he
years
did
old.
do that.
He then grew up to become a cunning and powerful crime lord able to manipulate and coerce like few others, while also proving more than capable of using his formidable strength to get
Oh, that
physically
door scene was
involved
kinda-
when angered or provoked. Like, say, with this guy.
Oh,
Fisk
showed
originally
that.
kept himself out of the public eye, but after reporter Ben Urich began to investigate him, he attempted to fashion himself as a benevolent man of the people. He then discovered Ben had spoken to Fisk's mother as part of his
he in fact was not a benevolent man of the people. He in fact wanted to kill a lot of
investigation
people.
and went to Ben to threaten him.
So I am not here to threaten you. I'm here to kill you.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wait, yeah, that makes more sense given Fisk's whole temperament. Though he treats most people around him as disposable pawns, Fisk wasn't only just highly protective
Was this
when it came to
Vanessa?
his mother, as he fell head over heels
Crazy.
for art dealer.
Forgot-
Vanessa
I gotta rewatch the
Mariani,
show.
And was willing to do anything to protect her. Seriously, you do not want to put Vanessa in danger, or you're going to regret it.
You hurt Vanessa!
Oh yeah.
When the law began
don't
to
wanna touch
close in
Vanessa.
on him, Fisk eventually sent Vanessa away for her own protection. And, though he quickly was broken out
Hmm.
of captivity by his men after his first arrest, he was taken back in shortly
Yeah,
after
this 1v1
thanks
was
to
crazy.
Daredevil's intervention, as the two physically fought for the first time. Compared to Fisk's source of stability through Vanessa, Matt's love life has
Bro,
been
I
more
don't
chaotic.
understand. Does Wilson Fisk have any superpowers, or is just like OP, like just strong, like grown man strength? Because how was he able to do some shit,
He had
bro?
a brief fling with Claire Temple, a nurse who frequently helped him with the medical attention he so often required. Then he and Karen
Bro, don't even call him the Daredevil anymore. Call him like the Riz Devil, because this is bullshit.
began
How
to
does he?
explore
How is he going into shows, every different show, and just getting with every
possibility
single
of their
female he sees?
relationship becoming more romantic,
That's
only
wild.
for that to be derailed by the return of Matt's college girlfriend,
Oh,
Elektra,
no.
who
Was the best? If you all have to choose, anyone, even She-Hulk, whatever, who is the best? Low key, if you ain't picking Elektra, you're just straight up
turned out
wrong.
to actually be a highly
Elektra is
trained assassin
like a
trying to
gap
bring Matt
above the
and
rest of
plan
them, if you know what I'm
alongside their
saying.
mutual mentor Stick to stop a group known as the Hand. Elektra was killed battling the Hand and then resurrected by the Hand, though now corrupted and working with them, as they intended to use her as part of their
Alright.
ancient quest to
Yeah, they did
achieve
that.
immortality. Look, I mean, we've all been there, right? Driven by his strong Catholic
We've all
beliefs,
been there.
Matt has always refused to kill his enemies, but then encountered another vigilante who very much went out of their way to kill those he deemed
Frank!
irredeemable
Oh my God.
in the form of Frank Castle.
Yo, the Punisher, Frank Castle, played by John Bernthal. This guy, oh my God, he makes it so much better. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about, bro.
Punisher.
I
After
I love him. I might like him more than Daredevil. I don't know.
multiple confrontations, Daredevil ended up saving the Punisher from mobsters, and in the aftermath, came to better understand the dark events that motivated Castle. After Castle was arrested,
Bro, that scene on the roof where they have their talk, and I was like 17 listening to that. That shit was crazy. It was
Matt's
it
belief
was
in the
amazing.
importance of the legal system and the right to a fair trial led him and Foggy to serve as Frank's defense attorneys. After Castle escaped from prison, he ultimately surprised Matt by appearing to help him dispatch a group of Hand ninjas in the same fight where
Oh,
Elektra
he also like crashed out in court, which was very good.
was killed.
That was a good
the
scene.
last time to date we saw Punisher and Daredevil interact.
See you around, Red.
Yeah, you'll see him around.
See you around, Red. You're coming back and born again, buddy.
Frank.
Get that
It's
suit
gonna
on.
take the better part of a decade. With Matt's double life and the escalating unreliability it caused, leading to increasing tension with Foggy, the two split up as law partners, with Foggy taking a job at the high
Oh yeah, they did split up as law partners. Yo, thank God I'm watching this video because it's helping me remember a lot.
Hogarth, Chow, and Benowitz. Hey, it's Trinity. While Karen had already left to pursue a new career as a reporter, following his rift with Foggy, Matt then
bro's alone.
decided it was time to finally come clean with Karen about the reasons for his increasingly strange and erratic behavior.
I'm Daredevil.
Soon after Elektra's
Daredevil.
resurrection and
Oh,
the danger
Defenders.
was put in as a result of the Hand's plan,
Yo,
Matt joined
hot take. I like Defenders. Not gonna lie, it was cool. Everybody be hating on Danny Rand. I don't understand what the hate is, but Jessica Jones is great. Also, I know they hired this girl to be in Dexter Resurrection. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch that too. And Luke Cage does Luke Cage, bro. How do you-
Heroes,
Defenders is a good
Jones,
show,
Luke
bro.
Cage and Danny Rand as the Defenders in what unfortunately turned out to be a pretty lackluster team-up story.
It wasn't
Seriously,
lackluster.
how can you waste Sigourney Weaver with such a whatever character like that? By the end of the Defenders
What do you
series,
mean, whatever?
Elektra had killed
I
Snake,
guess.
and then an entire building fell on Matt and Elektra
Yeah,
after
did
the
it?
battle.
I was gonna say, weren't they like they got Game of Thrones,
through to
but Matt
the
survived?
woman beneath the Hand's manipulations. Elektra's fate remains unknown, but while Matt survived, everyone initially believed he was dead, something he allowed for a bit as he came out of the experience.
Oh,
badly
yeah.
hurt, and even
That was bad.
briefly feeling suicidal.
God forgive me.
Bro. Oh yeah, he was.
Matt was nursed back to health by the nuns at the orphanage where he grew up, including Sister Maggie, who Matt eventually discovers was his own mother.
That
who
part was
strayed
crazy.
From the church for a brief period, during which she'd had a relationship with his father.
Bro, they made it like kind of obvious, but not obvious, but kind of like it was good at the same time. It was a
Foggy
good
and
plot
Karen
point.
eventually learned Matt was alive, but discovered he was in an especially dark and nihilistic headspace, as he declared his old life was over.
Matt Murdock isn't going to be a part of me anymore.
So he's only Daredevil, right? I remember this.
Leaving him behind.
And he had abandoned wearing his red Daredevil costume for a variation of the simplistic black gear he'd worn during his early
Bro,
vigilante
you
days.
need the red
Matt's
one.
darkness then got a new focus after Wilson Fisk managed to get himself out of prison and moved to a cushy house arrest inside a penthouse, thanks to making a deal with the
Yeah,
FBI
that was funny.
to give them names and information on other criminals.
Yeah, that was
and then
funny.
faking an attempt on his own life by a fellow prisoner to convince his captors he wasn't safe there. Now, believing Fisk had
Bro,
too
Fisk
much
is such a
power
mastermind, bro. This is bullshit.
and control to ever be truly
Oh,
brought
wasn't his
to
dad like being like a?
justice, Matt planned to cross a line
I don't
he
know.
never had before.
Oh,
When I get the Fisk,
oh yeah, his he's gonna kill him,
I'm going to kill him.
dude.
During this period, the savvy Fisk
I low-key didn't even believe but he actually he
managed to
meant it.
discover that Matt Murdock was Daredevil, but rather than reveal that information to the public, he instead diabolically set out to destroy both halves
You know, I didn't get that, right? I didn't get he found out that Matt was Daredevil, but he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. That kind of threw me off
enemy's
when I was
life.
watching.
First, by attempting to frame Matt as a corrupt lawyer, and then by having someone impersonate Daredevil.
Oh my
and
God,
maliciously
this
kill
guy's gonna be
innocents,
Bullseye. Oh, thank God he's back.
including Matt's friend and confidant, Father Lantom, who sacrificed himself to protect the intended target,
Wow.
Karen. The imposter Daredevil was Benjamin Dex Poindexter, an FBI agent with psychopathic murderous
Benjamin
tendencies
Poindexter.
coupled with incredible abilities when it came to hitting targets dead on, and also using almost any object as a lethal
Yeah,
weapon.
that's OP
And
though.
This guy is sounding familiar, like maybe someone Colin Farrell once played in a movie. Dex is indeed
Colin
the
Farrell.
MCU version
You mean the Penguin?
of the Daredevil.
Hey, take a look at this. Well, that was my Penguin impression.
Bullseye.
Yo, Vic, I'm gonna tell you what right now. We're gonna be on top of the world. Me, you, and nobody else. Us little guys. They count us out, but they can never count us out. What's the matter with you?
Even though we haven't seen him use that name just yet. But look at that he's wearing when he's a kid.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
one of those Easter eggs.
Interesting.
See it? Little circle around it.
10 years
Having
Easter egg.
blackmailed or paid
I
off
love it.
various FBI agents into his servitude while also providing intel so the organization at large could bust his own criminal rivals, all the better for him to take back control, Fisk was exonerated for his earlier crime.
Bro, I
And
like I
after
really keep like head spacing out when this dude decided to run for mayor. It
years
was like,
apart,
what are
he
you
was
doing, bro?
also
You're
reunited
you're
with
super
Vanessa,
villain.
who returned to New York. She'd already known about his criminal life, though not many of the specifics, but now convinced him to discard any last barriers between them and accept
Oh, yeah.
her fully participating
I
in all
remember
of his
co-conspirators fully.
endeavors. And she quickly proved she really was the perfect woman for him by immediately ordering her first hit.
Don't you think it would be safer to remove the threat?
Oh yeah.
Ah, see, Wilson and Vanessa really are soulmates.
Yeah.
That hit was on FBI agent Ray Nadeem.
Oh, I like
He felt
this dude.
immense guilt for letting Fisk turn him, and he had agreed to testify
I
against
like
him,
this
which
dude.
both threatened to send Fisk back to prison and brought Matt and Foggy back together as lawyers as they began to mend fences. Except Fisk then threatened jury members, leading to him not being indicted.
Wow.
And then Vanessa's order led to Dex killing Nadeem. Now, more convinced
That was, bro. It's like no matter what they even do, it's either they're gonna mess something up in the court or they're gonna kill you IRL. Like what? That's Fisk though. That's
than
Fisk.
ever, Fisk was untouchable.
Li-
Matt
he'll cross
decided
every
to
line.
Use the night of Wilson and Vanessa.
And then Daredevil won't cross a single line.
Attack and use Dex as a distraction, turning Dex against Fisk by revealing Fisk had been behind
Oh,
the murder
yeah.
of Julie, a woman who rejected
Bro,
Dex.
I'm telling you,
after
Fisk
she
is-
found out
Fisk
he
is
was
crazy.
stalking her, but who Dex remained obsessed with. Now, also out for revenge against Fisk, Dex drove himself and
Like I saw this and I freaked out. Dude is actually insane. Look at this dude.
Julie's frozen corpse
He brought the girl's frozen corpse while wearing Matt's costume.
This guy's
What,
not
what,
well.
what a dweeb.
to the wedding, causing murderous mayhem when he arrived. At the
Who threw
same
that?
time, it turned out Nadeem, knowing he was marked for death, had recorded a full confession that
W.
included specific details about Fisk's recent crimes.
I
and
forgot he did that,
accomplices,
bro. This I need to watch like a lot of season 3.
which would be evidence admissible against him. Inside Fisk's penthouse apartment, Daredevil, Dex, and Kingpin had a furious
What the
three-way
hell?
fight, which eventually went down to
Oh.
two participants.
Yeah. Oh god. What a freeze frame. But I remember Daredevil had the rope around his gauntlets, around his arms.
After Fisk broke Dex's back.
Yeah, that was kind of good. Yo, how does Fisk just do these super strength
Daredevil
ability?
finally got the better of Fisk
Look at
and
that.
had
We-
him at his
us-
mercy,
us-
ready to kill him,
us.
only to be swayed by Vanessa, pleading for her husband.
This scream is crazy. I think about this so
Though
much.
Fisk, not wanting to be
They're not
locked
gonna
up
show it?
again, still tried to goad Matt into killing him, threatening Matt's friends if he was left alive.
I
Matt
beat
then
you.
realized he could use Fisk's love of Vanessa as leverage, making a
What a
deal
good
with
scene.
Fisk, both to keep his identity a
He
secret
just said it, but we
and
didn't
to
hear it.
not go after Foggy and Karen, telling him he'd make sure Vanessa would take the fall for ordering the hit on Nadeem if Fisk broke their terms.
And it's a deal.
As for Dex, he was arrested as
Ah.
well, and in prison agreed to experimental surgery to try to repair his back via the use of cogmium steel as a reinforcement for his mangled
And then this is how he got his bullseye ability?
Having gotten through his darkest days, Matt finally decided to return to his old life completely. Not only reteaming with Foggy,
Oh, yeah.
but
He
reopening
became
their
Matt Murdock
practice
and then went to
as
She-Hulk.
Named Nelson, Murdock, and Page,
Pa-
telling Karen she might not be a lawyer, but they could make use of her terrific investigative skills.
Paige,
To
get-
keep
get
things
out-
at least
get your
a
name
bit
off the
more focused,
ball.
We won't go into too much detail on all of Frank Castle's adventures during the same time period that
Good.
occurred through 2 seasons and 26 episodes.
This was
of
much
the
needed.
Punisher series. But last we saw him, Frank had rejected an offer from the CIA to take assassination jobs for them.
I'm offering you a job, Castle.
Huh.
Already got a job, Madani.
and was sticking with doing
Already got a job, bro. I love Frank. I'm telling you right now,
what he does
if
best.
this dude gets his own show or movie or some shit,
His show also
I'm up,
reinforced
bro.
the bond and friendship Frank had previously established with the sympathetic Karen, who
Hmm.
always seemed much more willing to accept the idea of sometimes outright killing bad guys than either Matt or Foggy.
Sometimes
and even had
outright
once
killing
proved she
bad
was
guys.
capable of doing just that herself with Fisk's right-hand man, Wesley, though it had weighed heavily on her in the aftermath.
oh yeah, she did this.
What happened in the years following the formation of Nelson, Murdoch, and
I don't know.
Page is murky, but we do know that both Daredevil and Kingpin were among the 50% of the population who survived Thanos'
Oh,
snap.
they survived
and that
Thanos'
At some
snap.
point, under circumstances that remain unknown, Fisk managed to be legally freed from prison again.
How?
As he once more rebuilt his criminal empire, Kingpin...
How does Fisk always get out of prison? Can someone explain this to me? How does he always manage to get out of prison? I know it's his
betrayed
thing.
one of his associates, Tracksuit
But-
Mafia leader William Lopez...
Tracksuit Mafia
purposely
leader.
leaked
Bro, I did not watch this dumbass show, bro.
information to have Lopez taken out by Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, who at this point was using the identity of Ronin and in the midst of his own
I did not watch the
Punisher-style
show.
killing spree. Having been in her life as her imposing yet protective so-called uncle, Kingpin also began to use William's daughter Maya, aka Echo, as an increasingly trusted enforcer. While it
I'm sorry, bro. I did not watch
seemed
Echo.
that he had grown
I heard it
even
was
more
ass.
powerful and influential with
See, bro,
Randy
the whole problem with these Marvel shows after what a phase, whatever shit, a lot of them are ass. Loki was good. Moon Knight was good. I'll leave it at that. But a lot of them,
police
She-Hulk.
officers now
She-Hulk?
acquiescing to him on
You got me
sight.
watching
Fisk became particularly
She-Hulk?
impressed by Maya when she managed to hold her own in a fight with none other than his old enemy, Daredevil. This
the
led
hell's
him
going
to
on here?
hone her lethal skills even further in the aftermath.
She held her own
All
against
the while,
Daredevil.
in his own twisted way, Fisk truly did care for her.
I love you.
He even stood up for her when she was still a kid to a man that was mean to her, just like you'd expect lovable Uncle Wilson to do.
Bro, this guy needs to get his temperament on check, bro.
Beyond that one tussle with Maya, which confirmed he had once again
How is
begun
he-
wearing the full red Daredevil
How is she scrapping with DD,
costume
bro?
during the years following Thanos' snap,
So
the specifics of Matt Murdock's life during this time period haven't been revealed. Later, months after the snap was
Oh my
undone
God.
by the Avengers, Spider-Man
This was so goated. I literally screamed in the theaters, bro. You guys don't even understand. No, I promise you I screamed in the theaters.
true
No
identity
glaze.
as Peter Parker was revealed to the world by the late Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, who also framed Peter for his own crimes. Needing legal help, Peter turned to Matt, who was able to help exonerate him on the murder charges he was accused of because, say it with us,
I'm a really good lawyer.
as per
He is a really good lawyer. And people always forget this. Matt Murdock is a great lawyer.
Kingpin's post-Avengers Endgame
W
escapades
lawyer.
after trying to kill Hawkeye in a quest for revenge, Maya finally found out the truth about her father's death from Clint Barton, and then shot Kingpin right in the freaking Fisk face as payback.
So then why is Fisk in the show? She didn't shoot him in the... Anyway.
But 'twas just a flesh wound. Some eye damage aside, and Fisk got better.
Just a
Following
flesh
Maya
wound?
to Oklahoma and attempting to mend fences with her to bring her back into the fold, even offering
Just
to give her
a
control
flesh
of his
wound.
organization. And in a demented show
Alright.
of his affection, he even tried to gift her with the hammer he had killed his abusive father with when he was a boy.
Yo, Fisk is so psychotic. This is crazy. What are
But
you doing
when
giving...
that didn't work, now filled with rage thanks to her rejecting him as a father figure, he set out to kill Maya's loved ones, only to be stopped by newly powered up Maya, who forced him to confront the trauma of his childhood, while she made her own last loving attempt to get him to move past it all.
What am
and
I
perhaps
watching?
Finally become a better man.
I am not who you want me to be!
Rattled by the experience, Fisk returned home, watching
Bro, what?
a news report about the search for the next New York mayor, mentioning there was
show's
no
ass,
Clint
bro. What the hell's
Barton,
going on in
which
there?
Clearly sparked inspiration. Meanwhile, with his former costume maker arrested years before by the FBI after he made Dex's copycat suit for Kingpin,
Hmm.
Matt turned to the Los Angeles-based Luke Jacobson to make him new outfits, including one in yellow and red, just like Daredevil's original comic book look. This trip to LA
Oh, God. I watched literally, I'll tell you what I watched. Only the scenes with Matt. I swear to God.
also brought him into contact with fellow lawyer Jennifer Walters, the She-Hulk, who didn't like him at all at first.
Who's this asshole?
But then she began to change her tune.
We're all feeling this, right?
Yeah, because it's the Riz Devil. It's the Riz Devil.
It's not just me.
And then she really changed her tune.
This guy's really kind of doing it for me.
Oh, please, get in line, Jen. Oh, wait, she just skipped the
Yeah.
line.
That was good.
And though an ongoing relationship wasn't in the cards due to their geographic distance, Matt still managed to have a meal with Jen's family during a return visit to LA, and even met the Hulk
Bro,
and
this
that
was
weird son
so
Hulk turned
goofy.
out to have. That
This is so stupid.
maybe they'll get back to dealing with one day. Though we're guessing neither Hulk or
This
his
is
son
good.
will be a part of this story, we'll see what's next for Matt Murdock and his alter ego when Daredevil
Bro.
Born Again debuts on March.
Bro, oh my god. Man, Daredevil Born Again, bro. Never did I think we were actually gonna continue his story. Because, dude, if you think about it, like, actually, it's the best TV show thing that they've ever produced. So to not give it another shot, like, everybody was down for it too. And then you just cancel it? Lame, lame, lame. But no, this is much needed. I'm gonna do a little bit more research from my end to make sure I have everything I need before I go into the new season, to the new show. So yeah, man, what did you all think? Is there some stuff you guys didn't know? You guys remembered? You guys forgot? Is there anything you're excited for? I know I'm excited, bro. I think episode 1 and 2 dropped, so I'm gonna get those out. A to the sap. But with that being said, that'll do for now. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. And yeah, like, follow, and subscribe. Peace.